Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of things, I think it's time to move on to a particular segment of the show.
Oh, yeah. You came here for the news, you got it, extra, read, listen all about it.
Or watch all about it.
And we'll watch all about it on the YouTube page. And now you've come for the review.
Absolutely.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I pressed two buttons at the same time.
Coming at your fridge, coming from a phone. Wait.
Excited on the glider.
That was amazing. That was the best that's ever sounded.
I know.
Holy
Okay,
crap.
so
But
this-
Yassel Pass is not here now.
No, this is definitely not a yes or pass, so sorry to depress everybody, but this is a coming at you fresh, coming from afar. It's
2c3pod DTCR. Oh, wait, sorry. 2c3pod DTNR.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
we didn't get to go to the cinemas this weekend because affordability,
Sorry, event.
as we mentioned earlier. Yeah, sorry, event. Like, we didn't get to spend our hard-earned cash there this weekend. But gift cards.
Yes.
We got to stay indoors and watch a film. I'm so glad that I didn't see the cinemas because I probably would have thrown up in a bucket of popcorn. This is a movie written and directed by Michael Bay, written
That's
by
right.
Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, starring Ryan Reynolds, Melanie Laurent, Manuel Garcia
Get it?
Rufo, Ben Hardy, Adria Arjona, Corey
Come on.
Hawkins, and Leo Raz.
Yes. Smashed it. Yes.
This is Six Underground.
Yes, the freshest release to Netflix. Their huge $150 million budget Michael Bay fucking epic fucking movie.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm on the opposite spectrum. I wish I saw this in the theaters because my
really?
tub of popcorn would have got smashed, bro. This is the quintessential popcorn film.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
That's all it is.
Now, you've got a saying that in particular movies, you go there and you Michael Bay it, you switch your
Michael
brain
Bay
off.
it. Yeah, there's another one.
There's
Just Michael Bay.
Michael Bay it, yeah.
Write
And
that
this is
down.
exactly what they did. Now, according to the marketing, of course, from Ryan Reynolds, like social media, this is the Michael Bayest of Michael Bay films there ever has been. And he's not wrong.
Oh, not at all.
This film has a particular storyline which is overshadowed by the amount of action
Exactly.
and violence, which I'd appreciate. But I have a lot to talk about this movie, but I want to hear your thoughts first of all, because you watched this before me and you said,
Yes.
Dylan, oh,
Yeah.
that was your reaction.
It was an epic. It was a journey. It was a journey, but in the most, like we just said, Michael Bay-est ways.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so we previously, and you stated on the podcast, maybe it has some hope because it's not written by Michael Bay.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was written
hoping
by the others.
there's a story in there now.
And there was.
yeah.
But, like you said, very overshadowed by the ridiculous money thrown at this film.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so if you're a fan of over-the-top action and violence, and a lot of violence, I wasn't expecting that much.
No,
like,
and I
bam.
appreciated that violence. I'll get to that
Yes.
in a moment.
Yes, but if you're a fan of the over-the-top car chases, fucking high skyscraper, fucking, yeah.
Parkour!
Exactly. Parkour. Yeah, there is, yeah. But no, if you're a fan of that kind of thing, you'll love this movie.
Yeah.
Now, we try to dissect these a little bit more. So I was paying attention to the story in that. While the story made sense and was it was acceptable for what it was, like you said, you just lose it because every time they go somewhere, it's just like, oh, there's another $40 million. Like,
Yeah.
you can just see that they are only focused in those moments on
the action.
making it the most epic thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And while they are epic big things, it doesn't help the story.
No.
It doesn't forward it. It just is for the sake of doing it.
And like I've got it written in my little sort of review thing here, but before I get to that, I want to like point out that like Michael Bay, as we know him, produced and like made all of the Transformers films except the good one, Bumblebee, and he produced the Ninja Turtles movies as well. But when Michael Bay's behind the camera, there's a very distinct visual style that he has, and it's this super hyper saturated colors, and the camera does not stop moving even in moments of conversation.
100%.
And it's fucking shaky cam, quick cuts, lens flares, you know, that shit. Like, I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Like as we said, like this film is Michael Bay. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
The story, essentially, to round it up, is what I could gather.
Yeah, we probably should touch on the plot.
Yeah, there's an Eraser plot in this. Do you remember the movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, it's been a while.
They fake their deaths and then they become militant people, essentially. So Michael Bay, Ryan Reynolds' character, known as Number One, has recruited these people who have essentially faked their own death at one point to be part of this group, which goes out into the world and commits hits on powerful people who are essentially doing bad things in the world.
Yes,
I believe
that the governments don't have the balls to, or just don't, or just brush under the rug.
That's a story we've seen a million times before.
Yeah, of course.
But those kind of, as I've said in the previous episodes with the release of James Bond, those kind of spy espionage, tactical kind of films where they're all about, infiltration, essentially. Yeah. Those stories, and this story, I believe, could have worked really well with a different filmmaker. I think the story and the actors deserve... This film deserves to be written and directed, or maybe directed essentially by somebody else. Yeah, because at any moment they could have thrown in a Transformer and it would have just looked. It would have been a fucking Transformers movie. The way that it was.
Imagine that opening scene, but they're not getting chased by the other cars.
There's Transformers running after
Transformers, and you're like, Transformers '92.
It looks exactly the same, and I hate it. Yeah. I fucking hate it.
No. So exactly.
For a movie that's 2 hours and 8 minutes long, it feels like a 3-hour movie, and not because it's a slow burn, it's because almost every action scene from start to finish the scale is big enough to count as a final act. Yeah. And when there was a moment where I thought it was going to end, it didn't. No. There was like 5 minutes of dialogue and then 30 minutes, what it felt like 30 minutes of non-stop action. There's a particular moment where a character is in a pool on the side of a building.
Oh my God. Yep.
And then 2 minutes later, he's on the outside of that pool, on the outside of that building, and he's completely dry. Yeah. Like, there's some continuity moments where I'm just like, come on. Like, but throw a bucket of water on him or something.
Let's be honest. If you're Michael Bay, you're concerned about that shot of them getting thrown off the building. You're not concerned about old mate being wet.
And I respect Michael Bay to the point
I said it in a tone that was sarcasm because pay attention to the fucking details. Like, that's bullshit. Yeah. But... it's all about the explosion, bruh. Come on.
I respect Michael Bay to the point where he sticks to what he's good at, to what he knows, and he's got a distinct visual
getting
style.
Employed to do it.
Yeah, like, don't bow down to anybody who says you shouldn't do the thing that you want to be creative in. Otherwise, I would never do a fucking podcast. Yeah. So I appreciate him doing that, but this film isn't for me.
No. 100%. And like I've said, because I coined the phrase, like, it's a Michael Bay movie.
Switch your brain off.
The most Michael Bay movie. And when I said I would have preferred to have watched the movies, because I probably would have focused a lot more on the bigger screen. But at the same time, it's a bad movie. Yeah. This is a bad movie. Yeah. But you switch that brain off and just get to the action. Yeah. It's not bad.
Because this film was marketed as a Michael Bay film, I think I would have appreciated this more if there was literally no story. Yeah, and no attempts at emotion. Okay. Because there are some moments where they try to draw you into the emotion and to care for these characters, and you don't. If they just ignored those attempts and gone, fuck it, this is just balls to the wall action. Say, for example, the plot was, okay, there's a bad guy, we have to kill him. Who has to kill him? Doesn't matter. Yeah, I would have watched it. Yeah, I mean, I did watch it, but I would have enjoyed it more because I would have understood what they were going for.
Yeah, they do try and get that love story in there with the 6 of them, like that one particular love story. Then you got the father-son or big brother, little brother feel between.
But there's also the emotional moment where number 7, he's a sniper in the army, and he gets recruited at a point where he's almost about to commit suicide. Yeah, right. Like, they tried to hammer in this emotional side of this character, and that's not necessary in this film.
No, you're 100%. Yeah.
But I do have to appreciate the stylization and it looks like there was squibs. Yes. And obviously there's CGI blood, but I appreciate the way people died in this film. That's one thing I have to say. No. I hate car chases. I've seen them a billion times. Yeah. But how people got shot, how people died, I appreciated that. Yes. Big time.
Yeah, no, and that opening scene, man, I didn't know that, and it's not a spoiler because it's in the, well, I mean, maybe because it's like 25 minutes into the film because that fucking opening scene went forever.
Oh, man. But that just went.
Not really a spoiler, but I thought Dave Franco was a main player.
Yeah,
so motherfucker died.
Dave Franco's in this film.
Yeah,
by the
exactly. But motherfucker dies. Yeah, like straight up on their first mission. Yeah, their first ever mission. But yeah, I think the smartest thing this movie did was naming the characters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have no fucking idea what they're called because, like you said, I don't care about that love aspect and that. They tried to incorporate that. Michael Bay, I mean, he must have been like twitching so bad filming those like couple of scenes.
All right,
like
come on, get on with it. Get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the scene where he's about to commit suicide and he's all depressed remembering the war, and that Ryan Reynolds comes in and there's like 3 minutes of dialogue thereabout of him recruiting him.
Yeah.
And I bet Michael Bay was like, and it's the first take and cut. Good job, guys. All right. Yeah, skyscraper. Go.
Yeah.
Because, man, he must have hated that. But
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give this my pretzel rating.
Okay.
And now I'm rating this on the Michael Bay scale.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll give this 2 rating. We'll get a film scale
Okay.
and a Michael Bay scale.
Okay, film scale, it's a 2 out of 5.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, there's no heart. They attempted heart, but they shouldn't have. And I mean, the action for what it is okay.
Yep.
If you switch your brain off, it's still somewhat enjoyable, but then you've got to try and think with those scenes, and it's not what you want.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 5, your genuine film scale?
I agree, 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. My Michael Bay scale,
Oh, yeah.
out of 5, this is like
The 6?
8.
Yeah.
This is an 8. Like, this is a Michael fucking Bay. When he gets buried, they're going to say Michael Bay, director of 6 Underground. Like, that's what it will say. Sorry, fuck the Transformers. This one just topped it in every aspect.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a really weird...
Sorry, Michael Bay scale.
Oh, I said 6 out of 5. And
Yeah,
then you
so-
said 8 out of 5. So I'm going to stick with my 6.
Honestly,
like-
if we really want to Michael Bay it, it's a fucking 12. Like, just keep upping it. Keep upping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
There's a video out on YouTube that happened a number of years ago where he was trying to promote Transformers, or I think it was the most recent one. No, the last night. So the fourth one or whatever it was. Anyway,
Yes.
something happened and his teleprompter or something like that failed, so he had to like ad-lib
Ad-lib?
something. And he was on stage and he was trying to say like, oh, this film captures the emotion and something. And he just broke down and said sorry and left.
Oh.
Like, he's not writing films to invoke emotion. And
Because he doesn't know how to.
And he couldn't pull that out of his ass on that day.
You know what?
So,
It wouldn't surprise me if one day he is revealed as a cyborg
yeah.
and he actually doesn't have a heart.
He doesn't have emotion.
He's literally he's one of the Transformers waiting to take over the world. And he's like, I'll just write about my people and nobody will know.
Yeah.
Yes, explosions and such.
Yeah. But as we said earlier in this episode review, before we tore this movie to shreds,
Yeah.
like you can't judge a filmmaker like essentially on their abilities in terms of like trying to create what they want to create.
Yeah,
There's an audience for this film, and Michael Bay has made a film for that audience.
Yeah.
It just so happens that the loudest audience, like the podcasters and YouTubers who watch these films critically,
They're going to rape it.
fucking hate these movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But
don't stop doing what you're doing, Michael
No.
Bay. Keep making these big bombastic films because you obviously enjoy making them. I'm just not going to watch them anymore.
No, that's exactly right. And as much as we tear them apart, as much as I made the phrase and stuff like that, I still enjoy those movies every now and then. If I'm in the mood for
Yeah,
it,
I like dumb action movies.
I can chuck it on at home and like do the folding of the clothes and not even think about what's on the screen because I can look up and see an amazing explosion. You know,
Yeah.
like so. Michael Bay, like keep doing you.
Transformers
That's fine.
1, 2, and 3 I had a lot of enjoyment with. 4, 5, you know, like
I've only seen the first 3.
that's all you need to watch.
I haven't needed to switch my brain off.
No, because
lately.
the other ones are...
Yeah. Plus, I have 6 Underground to put me to sleep. So
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. But you said Michael Bay keep doing you and like keep making those things. Do you know what his next movie is?
What, though?
Okay, this one could take the cake. I'm
Okay.
sorry, 6 Underground just became the most Michael Bay-est fucking movie.
Yep.
This one could take the cake. So what is he most famous for? Film series?
Transformers.
Exactly. Well, we have coming, I believe, 2022, so it's a ways away.
Yep.
But Robopocalypse.
Okay, I'm back on board.
Exactly. A sci-fi story set in the aftermath of a robot uprising.
Okay, I mean, I'm sold.
He's not writing this one either. It's based off a novel, apparently, so there's going to be more story. But Robopocalypse, the next Michael Bay fucking film.
As I said, the dude
Holy
can't
shit.
The bloke can't write an emotional story to save his life, but he can direct action.
Yeah.
And he can direct cyborg robot fucking Transformers. And like, fair enough, they were so complicated that you could barely see what was going on.
100%.
But there's a craft to that.
Yeah, that's the novel there.
Yeah.
But I'm
So
not
it's
sure.
based on a book. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, whether they did an indie version or what, but no.
That's like a
Robopocalypse. Yes, Michael Bay's next film. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am all on board for that.
I'm so okay. So just disregard everything we just said. I'm back on board with Michael Bay.
Like we've said, and I know we've repeated it, but last time we'll just say he does the Michael Bay way, the best of anyone.
Yep.
He always will be. But, I mean, they're not great films.
Yeah.
They're not great films, but if you like that shit, it is the cliche, quintessential popcorn film.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
that's all it
roller
comes down
coaster.
to.
It's a theme park.
100%. Yeah, shout out Scorsese.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was 6 Underground, available now on Netflix. Why don't you watch it yourself and let us know in the comments below what you think about it.
Yeah, let us know if you watched it all the way through or didn't even get past the first 5 minutes.
Steven Spielberg was supposed to direct it and now he's taking over.
Yeah, see, Spielberg,
that's the best headline I've seen all day. Michael Bay is unfortunately taking over Steven Spielberg's
Robo Apocalypse.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him.
He's loving it.
Oh my God.
He's loving it.
It would not surprise me if this dude is constantly on set with jizz in his pants.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Like, dead set.
The coke up his nose is just never ending.
The picture we just saw was Michael Bay sitting behind a camera on a dolly, it looks like, and there's explosions around and he's like got this huge... Oh, man, he fucking loves this shit.
Yeah, so as I said, keep doing what you're doing, but I'm over it. But Robo Apocalypse, look out for that.
Yeah, man, we will be reviewing the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
And we will... Basically, we can take the night off, take this review, replace every 6 Underground with Robo Apocalypse. We're set.
We're cut and paste.
Exactly the same.
This movie sucked, but the action was good.
Exactly. Well, if you like Michael Bay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's been
it.
our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody for listening and watching the Two's Company Three's a podcast. You can find us at 2c3pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
That's right. And if you are viewing us on YouTube, thank you very much. But don't forget, we have an audio podcast. Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube. Big summer blowout.
Now, you can support the show by heading over to tpublic.com and getting yourself a t-shirt, a mug, a sticker, or a hoodie.
And a magnet.
And a magnet. Feel free to support the show in a way that gives you something in return instead of just paying into a Patreon that already gives you the stuff for free.
That's right. And if you wanted to send us an email, maybe about potentially being a sponsor, or if you're a local Newcastle resident in the area and wanting to start a podcast,
absolutely.
2c3pod Studios, but contact us, Two's Company, Three's a Podcast at gmail.com.
I'm glad you said that, Mitch, because I forgot to.
I remembered.
Thank you.
On the drive over.
We've got new podcasts every week, twice a week.
Yes.
Every Wednesday and every Friday.
That's right. But listen any day you can. And we also have 4 YouTube videos every week. So make sure you head on over there and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No worries. Now, one last time before we go, head over to Facebook.
Yes.
There's a competition going right now. Win yourself 4 Event Cinema gift cards.
Yes.
2 $50 and 2 $25 gift cards. All you have to do
is like the post, share the post, and in the comment section, tag 3 friends.
And you can enter as many times as you want, tag different friends each time, get that exposure, get these gift cards in your pockets.
That's right. And I'm just going to be brutally honest. I think there's maybe like 25 entries at the moment.
I mean,
there's 4 gift cards.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 4 free gift cards. There's no catch here.
Yeah.
All you have to do is, if you're a winner, send us your email, your address privately, and we'll send it to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple.
Simples.
Simples. Meerkat. I don't know. I'm just so excited, like so jacked on this.
Yeah.
But we are Two's Company.
And you
are
the
podcast. Thanks for tuning into that video by Two's Company Three's a Podcast. Don't be sad though, there's plenty more where that came from. Another cheeky video right there. Maybe even hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Or if you don't like our faces, check us out on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube.